Well, we are now less than 24 hours away from finding out where the Gonzaga-Bulldogs will be headed in the NCAA tournament after they finished the regular season on a strong note with a 9-game winning streak, which included the WCC Championship. But despite that, it's going to be a close call when it comes to whether or not they can sneak into a number 2 seed. And a lot of that depends on the other teams around them losing. And there are a few opportunities just this evening as Marquette and Texas are playing in the respective championship games as we speak. Longhorns projected as a 2 seed. That'll be big if Kansas can beat them. Another 2 seed is Arizona, who will play in the Pac-12 title game later on tonight against UCLA. So there's a clear path right there for the Bulldogs. As for the programs currently ranked behind them, I don't think we need to worry about any of them leapfrogging the Zags. Baylor, UConn, and Kansas State were all eliminated from their tournaments earlier this week. But after 33 games, the Bulldogs have done all they can do to impress the tournament committee into a better seed, as we will now have to wait and see if any of those early season losses don't come back to bite them.
Process is something that we just didn't really appreciate, but it's special, man, especially with how much crap we took from a lot of people. A lot of people just like were kicking us while we were down, to be honest. And for us to just stay connected and just keep going no matter what happened, I think it's just a testament to the program that coaches and the culture that he's built here.
And the Gonzaga women will also be headed to the NCAA tournament, but it won't be as a conference champion after they were upset by Portland in the WCC Tournament Championship. And that loss could really end up hurting them, as they're projected as a number 9 seed in the tournament and headed to Columbia, South Carolina, where they could face the number 1 ranked Gamecocks in the second round. As for the Washington State women, well, they have a lot to celebrate over the past week as they won their first Pac-12 championship in program history, and they're going to be headed to the tournament for the 3rd straight year. ESPN Bracketology has them as a 6th seed, head to Durham, North Carolina, as for the first two rounds. And despite this program's recent success, they are still searching for that first tournament win.
You know, so we've shown that we have that resiliency and that, like I said, that compartmentalization, you know, celebrate, have good balance, enjoy this. Now it's time to focus on what we have to do.
And make sure to join Julian Minnesota and myself as we're going to have all your Zags and Cougs coverage in the fast break to Houston. But first, we'll be live from the McCarthy Athletic Center as the brackets are being unveiled tomorrow afternoon for the men's and women's side. And we will also have a special edition of 4 News Now at 3 p.m. So make sure you tune in to that. We're going to have all your coverage and follow along on social media. There are the user tags right there. And